Hey, welcome to the first episode of Cleats to Seats. All right, we have hung up the cleats and we are purchasing tickets to the seats. This is going to be a show that reaches out to the coaches, players, and fans of the great game of football. All right, and we're going to approach it at every angle. Very excited about today. Got some really good guests coming on and everything. Let's go ahead and talk about the weekend. Great weekend coming off a Thanksgiving break. Me and my wife were able to go to the Iron Bowl. Had tickets up there. Didn't turn out the way we wanted. You can see all the Auburn stuff. But it was a fun time for me and her. And then, we come back and it's elf time at the Sanders house. So, the elf has visited from the North Pole. And I don't know how good of a report he's going to give back to Santa because of one of mine. But, he's going to have to do some heavy begging, to even get him maybe another present going in. But other than that, everything's been rolling really smooth. And then we get ready for this first episode today on Sunday, November 30th. Getting ready to drop either later tonight or December 1st. And we get all kind of stuff that we can talk about today with head coaching. Lane Kiffin has finally made his decision, and he has gone to LSU. You've probably seen the videos of the Ole Miss. Everybody's booing him at the plane and everything else as he's getting on there to head out. And I kind of respect this. Ole Miss didn't waste any time. Didn't even name him an interim. They went ahead and put Pete Golden, the DC, as the permanent head coach. So I guess they already had that in place. I saw a little thing where somebody said something about Eli Manning being the interim. That'd been pretty cool. But they already had it set up where Golden has moved up and he is the permanent head coach. Going down to the Gators, we got John Summerall. That he was a big name going into Auburn, and he ended up at the Florida Gators. And last but not least, we got Coach Golish. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. From Moscow, Russia, from the University of South Florida, the Bulls, has been named Auburn's next head coach. And there's nobody better that can tell you more about the situation than Behind the Plains, Mr. Brody Brown. All right, here we go. Auburn Insider, Brody Brown. Tell us, man, we just got the news, bro. We have Coach Golish from the USF South Florida Bulls that just got announced as Auburn's next head coach. Can you tell us about him, what kind of mindset he's bringing to the Auburn Tigers and everything with that?
Well, if you like offense, you're going to like Golish. Offensive-minded guy, high-octane offense. Comes from the coaching branch of Heupel, I guess you could say. He was there with him for when he was at UCF, and then he bounced with him to Tennessee before taking the head coaching job at South Florida.
So this is an offensive-minded coach. So do you
Yeah.
see him as DJ Durkin sticking around, or do you think he's going to hit the road?
Time will tell. From what I've read, it's kind of fluid at the moment. So no promises have been made, but we'll see.
I saw earlier, and I didn't know this till because I like I said, I haven't watched even one USF game. I can't want to say UCF. I haven't watched one South Florida game all year. But the co-OC and interim, or not interim, but associate head coach is one of our fellow Auburn Tigers, Cody Burns. So
Yeah.
he's
So
probably going to end up back on the Plains.
maybe be full circle. Be
Yeah,
nice.
it would be nice. Do you see
Yeah.
Cam
They.
Coleman? Do you see this messing with recruiting or anything, or do you see this kind of keeping everybody intact at Auburn?
The more I think about it, the more I'm wondering if this is a attempt to keep Deuce and Coleman and family or family company around. Big high cane offense. So, I would keep a big time receiver and up and coming quarterback who could get developed by Golish to be a elite quarterback.
So carry on with that right there, because who are some of the guys that he has had in his quarterback room?
So he was at Iowa State when Brock Purdy was there. I don't remember what position he was. So I guess you could say he coached them up. Maybe he was quarterback coach or something like that on that staff. Um, and then you got Hooker and Milton from Tennessee. And then he's had Brown at South Florida for the last 3 years, I think. Um, so you can see wherever he's gone, he's had at least one uh, quarterback that's been pretty, maybe not elite, but he puts up a lot of stats, puts up a lot of numbers. I think Brown had like over 3,000 yards passing this season and over 1,000 rushing. So um, maybe that can help keep Deuce on the plains.
Last little thing, Moscow, Russia.
Do you know Russian?
I don't know Russian,
Is
but
is he is
this
he
might be the.
is Golish a secret KGB agent that's waiting in the wings?
Hey, I don't care as long as we can win. Hey, I appreciate you checking in. Hey, that was behind the plains with Brody Brown. Thank you, brother.
All right, have a good one.
Thank you, Brody, for the behind the plains. We're gonna have him on weekly, talking Auburn football recruiting and kind of giving just insight to that. Let's go ahead and switch gears from college football and let's move towards high school football. Big week for high school football. State championships are happening this week. Let's go ahead and read these so we know what's going on. Wednesday, the only state championship game you got flag football during the day, 11 a.m., 3 p.m. But 7 p.m., you got Thompson versus Opelika for the 7A championship. Thursday, December 4th, you got Bayside Academy versus Mars Hills. That's the 3A state championship at 11. Maplesville versus Wadley at 3 p.m. 1A state championship. 7 p.m. Viger versus Moody. That's the 5A state championship. And then Friday to finish it up, 11 a.m. kicking it off is Jackson versus Anniston for the 4A state championship. 3 p.m. is Lynette versus Coosa Christian, the 2A championship, 3 p.m. And 7 p.m. Saraland versus Clay Chalkville for the 6A state championship. So you have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week with some good high school football. And one of the things that I'm excited about this with Seats to Cleats is I'm going to have coaches on that are from the surrounding area of Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, and this is going to be high school coaches. This is going to be some college coaches, and this is to spotlight them, kind of let you see into the world of where they're at, and kind of what's going on with them at their school, and just get to know them and put a spotlight on them. So really excited about that. It is going to be, my mind went blank, but it's going to be the press box. There we go. The press box is what it's going to be. So we're going from seats to cleats, and then when we go to the press box each week, we're going to highlight a high school or college coach. So this week I'm really excited about our high school coach that we're about to put the spotlight on up here in the press box. All right, here we go. All right, guys. Hey, for the first ever Cleats to Seats, okay, we have went up to the press box and we have shown our reach, okay, on this show and went outside of the great state of Alabama over to another great state of Mississippi with a lot of coaching changes going on over there. I got Hunter Townsend, Coach Townsend from West Lauderdale High School. I'm actually repping him tonight because we got him on. Coach Townsend, thank you for joining us. Can you tell us a little bit about Coach Townsend and who you are?
Yeah, well, first, I'm honored to be the first guest of the high school segment. Uh, so I'm Hunter Townsend. I coach running backs at West Lauderdale. We're a 4A school in Collinsville, Mississippi. This year we went 5-5, made it to the first round and got beat. Um, but this is the first time in 4 years, I think, that we haven't won 10 ball games. So a little bit of a down year, but we'll be back.
Nice. Tell me about coaching career. How long have you been coaching, and tell me about some of the stops that you made along your coaching career.
Oh, let's see. All right, so first I started off at East Mississippi Community College, and I was a manager, but I was like, I want to make this a living, so I kind of turned into like an unpaid GA, and I was there in 2013 or 2014. Won a national championship, good times and stuff. And then while I was in college, I worked for 3 years at West Lauderdale. Got paid in Under Armour t-shirts and shorts.
Nice.
Uh, Probably the best thing I've ever done in my coaching career. And then my first teaching and coaching job was well, I taught and coached for a year for a semester at Southeast Lauderdale and coached baseball. Then started coaching football and baseball at Enterprise in Mississippi. It's a 2A school. Lived there, went to Newton County for 2 years, did football and tennis. Then I was at Mary G. Montgomery for about 6 months doing just football. And then I came to West Lauderdale in the spring of 21, I think, 22. And I've been here ever since then. So this is my 4th year back at West Lauderdale.
This sounds like so you've been around for a while coaching.
Yeah.
Who or what got you into coaching?
Well, if I had to pin it on one person, it would probably be Stan McCain. I think you kind of know that guy a little bit.
A little
He
bit.
was obviously the head coach when I was in high school, and he kind of got me around it and stuff. And it was just kind of a deal. Like I didn't really know what else I could do, so I started coaching, and it's kind of where it wound up. Been doing it ever since.
Nice. All right. So this is kind of what I want to do. I want to take coaches from other programs into the daily life of Coach Townsend. So talk to me about like start time at your school, the subjects that you're teaching, your football period, like what time of the day that is kind of, and so we can kind of compare it to our own and the listeners can as well.
And so typically, I would say probably 60% of my days start off on a bus, driving a bus route. And then I teach government economics for 3 block. We're on the block. First bell's at 7:55. So I teach government economics first, second, third block, and then fourth block's our football block. So we start practice around, I think it's 1:25 is when the bell rings. So we're usually taking roll at 1:35, 1:40, and we're done no later than 4:30. We may go a little later, just depending on how things have gone. And we do, so since we're 4A, we coach our junior high and our JV teams. So Mondays are usually our JV junior high nights. We'll play a seventh, eighth, and then a JV game. Those nights get long, but for
Mm-hmm.
the most part, we're done by 4:30, 4:45 every day.
That's not bad. Tell me this: if I'm a fan and I'm traveling to Collinsville to come watch the West Lauderdale Knights, where am I stopping to eat?
Well, you don't have a lot of options. I'll tell you what, the best. So we used to have this food truck during football season. It's called Rooster Ridge, and they had a phenomenal ribeye sandwich. Uh,
Mm.
but we've heard it's been bought out, and we've heard they're just doing catering. So uh, I think your only option now is the Subway or the Piggly Wiggly.
All right. Hey, let's switch gears. Okay, let's go into the tempo. Okay, last little segment of our coaches highlight. All right, so these are going to kind of go fast paced right here, aka tempo. If I show up to watch West Lauderdale play a football game, their offense tempo is it fast, medium, or they crawling?
We're going to be medium.
Favorite pregame stretch?
Just run and touch the goalpost. Pre-game stretching is overrated.
Hat, visor, or no hat?
Hat.
Pregame hype song.
This year it was Hard Fought Hallelujah by Brandon Lake and Jelly Roll.
There we go. Okay. Hey, whistle brand of choice.
Whistle brands. Fox 40. That's the only
Fox
one I have.
40. Gotta go with the Fox 40. Thank you. There we go. Friday night fit, polo, cage jacket, or long sleeve dry fit.
Uh, I prefer the long sleeve dry fit myself.
Not
But
bad. All
if
right.
we have a decent case jacket, I'll take that.
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind a good cage jacket. Most overused coaching phrase.
Hit somebody.
Block up front. Game on the line. What are you calling?
Quarterback counter.
There we go. Gatorade flavor on the sideline.
Um, I would prefer orange. We normally get lemonade.
Best. Oh, excuse me. Favorite practice drill.
Oh man. It's kind of stereotypical, I guess, but I like just good old one-on-one board drill.
Do y'all start off practice with it?
We do. We do
Mm,
until we get in division games, and then we kind of lay off a little bit.
kind of lay off of it. Yeah, I got you. Got you. Let the threes and fours get up there.
That's right.
Hit some heads. Let's see. Best sideline snack.
Oh man, that's tough. I don't snack a whole lot. I do like to take peanut butter crackers out to the practice field. I'll take those every so often.
Are you a gum man or sunflower seeds?
Uh, well, I got on a those nicotine pouches kicks for a while.
Mm.
But I can't. I got on gum for a while, and I can't keep it in my mouth. It always winds up getting spit out. So
All right. Hey, you're on the sideline. What's in your hand? A clipboard, play sheet, or iPad?
Manila folder, a folded up Manila folder,
There we go. Turf or grass?
grass.
Favorite energy drink?
Not an energy drink guy, but I'll take a 5 hour energy every once in a while.
There you go. Best celebration? You chest bumping or fist pumping?
So our offensive coordinator is about 8 inches taller than me, and so it's pretty often that he gets a kidney shot just because I can't reach him to high five him.
Offensive play you love no matter what.
Quarterback counter.
Oh, you love that quarterback counter. All right. Last question. Best part about Friday nights?
Winning.
Always. Guys, hey, thank you for the time. Coach Hunter Townsend out of Collinsville, Mississippi, the West Lauderdale Knights. Thank you for joining us tonight. And we look forward to keeping up with you, man. And we wish nothing but success and the best for you.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
All right. So, hey, really cool segment. Something I want to do every week. If we can, twice a week. If that is something that you just watched and you want to be spotlighted as a high school coach or college coach, reach out to me, DM me, anything, and we'll get you on and we'll get you rolling. So, we're oh well, hey, it looks like we're getting a phone call from Cody Crown, and Cody Crown covers all WWE events for us. So let's check in on with him and see what's going on. Cody Crown. All right, hey, let's go inside the ring with Cody Crown. Cody, we just had the most recent PLE. Back in the day we used to call them pay-per-views, but other PLEs, Survivor Series Saturday night. To the WWE fan that might have missed it, tell us what all happened Saturday night and fill us in.
I'll start out with saying three things: I lie, I cheat, and I steal. Dirty Dom has done it again and has retained his Intercontinental Championship, but it comes with some help. We had a surprise return of Liv Morgan. Everybody loves some Dom and Liv Morgan. We also had the big War Game matches. The female version of the match, we saw Mommy and her team, Rhea Ripley, come out victorious. She came out in one of. Do you see that? Do you see her entrance?
No, I didn't have a chance
She
to watch it. I was up in Auburn.
so so she's got the face injury. She's been wearing a mask to protect her face. She broke some kind of bone, but she came out in a Art the Clown mask, which is pretty sick. Yeah. So
What
go ahead.
What is it setting up for John Cena? I know his last match is coming up. When is that?
Hey, it cut out.
I said, what is it set up for John Cena? I know his
John
last match
Cena's.
is coming up.
So you got the tournament going on. The John Cena's last match tournament. I think that's the name of it. Could be wrong. You got Jay Uso and LA Knight on one side of the bracket, and then you have Gunther and Solo on the other side. Uh,
So that
um,
so
I,
that winner's going to determine his final opponent.
yeah, I think
So we're not
you
going to get
think he.
Edge.
No, unfortunately not. They've missed that that chance.
Hmm.
I guess you're probably leaning Gunther and Cena last match at their Saturday night main event. I know it's kind of lame, but
Ugh.
uh, I guess they'll push Gunther being the one that defeats John Cena in his last match. Maybe.
All right. Well, we'll all be tuning in for it.
Hey, big thing though, men's War Games match. You had a quote unquote surprise appearance that we don't know who it is. A masked man came in and curb stomped. I think it was CM Punk. It was CM Punk or Roman. Curb stomped him, but we didn't get to see who it was. So some people think it's Rollins returning, and some other people think it may be another mystery guy that's joining the Vision.
What a cliffhanger to leave us with there,
Yeah.
Cody Crown. All right. Thank you. Hey, that was Inside the Ring with Cody Crown. Thanks, Cody.
All right. Hey, thank you, Cody Crown. We're not going to, he's probably not going to be a guy that calls in all the time, but when he does, we got to answer that phone. Shout out to him for calling in and filling us in on everything we missed on WWE this past Saturday night. That's kind of going to wrap up the show. Looking ahead, me and Mac Daddy, aka the father-in-law, we have plans to go to the SEC championship. So later in the week, looking to drop another episode that's going to kind of preview Alabama versus Georgia, and we're going to let Brody Brown fill us in on Auburn and where we're at with the head coach and the early signing period, and seeing where we're at with recruits and making sure we're keeping everybody in the locker room, not leaving and everything, and looking to spotlight another high school coach. So I got some people in mind, but would love to hear from you if that's something you'd like to do. First episode of Cleats to Seats. They'll get better as we go. Today was a little rocky, but you know, it's all good. And if if you love football, this is the right seat for you. Is that how it goes? How's it go? Hold on. Let me do it right. Let me read it right for you now. This is not going to be a scripted show. If you love the game, you're in the right seat.